Alright, we're back again on a Monday for some more of the Great Ace Attorney. I've been looking forward to playing some more of this. We have gotten through the first two cases, which the first case was more of a traditional legal court case, which was definitely in the vein of a tutorial showing you how the trial cases would work. And then they finished it up and they turned it into like a full-on case and not just like a short little tutorial. So we ended up getting a pretty neat case out of that. Then the second case ended up being... get Mako out of there. And then the second case ended up being investigation only, where you were investigating a scene of a crime and you were determining things and figuring out, which normally in Ace Attorney games, they combine into one thing, where you have a crime scene investigation and then you have a court part after that. But this one, they had the courtroom tutorial be its own full case and its investigation be its own full case. So outside of the DLC, there are, I believe, 3 more cases. So my assumption is going to be that they are going to start combining both forms of the case starting here in episode 3. Now, do I know if that's going to happen? I don't know. However, I think they'll probably go back to their original form of doing it.
Glancing over my records of the late last century,
So let's find out what to do.
I am faced by the events of a certain bitter winter. A murder in a carriage. as it sped through dense London fog in the dead of night. Though the victim and the
heard this
perpetrator
voice
were
actor
the only ones inside, there were multiple witnesses to the crime itself.
The crime itself.
However, none could have imagined at the time that such a seemingly obvious case as this would end in such a horrendous manner.
Do I remember it from Triangle
My
Strategy?
friend, Mr. Herlock Sholmes, once said of the incident, "I believe that perhaps that case was indeed the prelude. The beginning of a long concerto that impressive Japanese student and I were to play together."
And definitely not that other case.
Amazing. Is this really just a railway station?
Railway station or not, I've never seen such an enormous building before.
And look at all the steam locomotives. This country is incredible.
This definitely gives very large Professor Layton vibes. The sound and the animation and everything. Honestly, that would be a cool combination to do. The Great Ace Attorney meets Professor
I feel
Layton.
like I'm dreaming.
So this is the capital of Great Britain.
So, where to?
Oh, hello.
Climb aboard. I'll take you wherever you want to go.
In that case, the Supreme Court in Whitehall, if you wouldn't mind.
My pleasure. I suppose you're visiting students from abroad, eh?
Yes.
Thought so. Well then, I hope you enjoy your stay. And welcome to the center of the world.
That is actually a
Great
thing?
Britain's mighty capital.
Oh, Professor
London.
Layton versus Ace Phoenix. Okay, that's pretty cool. Let me, Oh, cool. It actually, they even did make a DS game out of it. Alright, that's actually pretty neat. I might take a look at that at some point. It's a 3DS game, so it's going to be hard to pull up. 18th February, British Supreme Court, Lord Chief Justice's office. What an incredible place! Sorry, what an incredible place. It's so imposing. It's almost suffocating. The place is breathtaking. It looks like a fortress. There are some buildings like this in Japan now, of course, but they've only been built a few short decades since we opened the borders to the outside world. An authentic example of this has quite a different impact, wouldn't you agree? A far cry from the wood and paper most buildings are constructed from. It's certainly unfamiliar. But I think there's more to the differences than just construction materials. What is this place again? This is the Lord Chief Justice offices, Naruhodo-san. It's the Supreme Court of Great Britain. The Lord Chief Justice. I wonder if he looks exactly like... We had instructions to report here at this time. If circumstances were different, we were supposed to let the Lord Chief Justice know that we had arrived from Japan. But Kazuma can't. No. So instead, we're here on a different capacity. As envoys to report the news of Kazuma-sama's death. Yeah. And having delivered his or her message, an envoy's duty is done. So, we have to return to Japan? Weren't we going to be doing the thing where we lied and said, no, yeah, you wanted one legal assistant and one lawyer? Well, here we are. If we want to remain here in Great Britain, I have to take Kazuma's place as the law student selected for the study tour. Then why are we telling him that Kazuma's dead? Just say, oh yeah, I'm him. Wasn't his name Kazuma? No. It was Ryunosuke. I know they're very similar names, but... Yes, which means you need the requisite qualifications as a lawyer. Which is what I've been studying for. Here in Great Britain, it is the Lord Chief Justice who appoints lawyers. So that's the second reason why we're here, to have you officially recognized as a lawyer. It's the only way we'll be able to remain here in London. I hope I'm up to scratch. Good morning. Sorry to keep you. Alright, well, I lied. He does not look exactly like I thought he would look. Never mind. Oh. Alright, I trust you aren't exhausted after your long voyage from Japan. Humph. It seems I'm 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 47 seconds late. My apologies. Oh, no, don't mention it. We're even happier when we're standing around. We're never happier when we're standing around with nothing much to do. How fortunate. So, introductions. I am Mael Strongheart. The Lord Alright, Wow, this is an Expedition 33 crossover? I never knew. Damn, Mael, you looking good. You grew up after all these years. I am Mael Strongheart, Lord Chief Justice of the British Empire. Then I filled a little mouse with an elephant's foot. Come on, Mr. Naruhodo, don't be a mouse. Oh, it's an honor to meet you, Lord Chief Justice Strongheart. I'm Ryunosuke Naruhodo from the Empire of Japan. Well, Mr. Naruhodo. Welcome to London. Fucking bird spawn. The fucking just pigeons. He just has like this cage underneath his desk that when he says welcome to London, it makes the fucking pigeons fly. Welcome to London, the capital of our glorious British Empire. Yes, thank you. So, what are your impressions of our capital so far? How do you like London? Oh, help. I've been so nervous since I got here that I can't remember a single thing about the city. It's simply splendid, isn't it, Mr. Naruhodo? Oh. We had a wonderful view with some of London streets from the carriage on our way to the station. Everything is so impressive and grand. I must say, I'm almost lost for words. I'm glad to hear you like it. The city boasts tramways, piped water and gas, even cables supplying electricity. We've spearheaded every revolutionary new technology in the world. Every visitor to London to astounded. Oh, London to then. Whoop. 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 Alright, how's that? We've spearheaded every revolutionary new technology in the world. Every visitor to London is astounded. Oh, yes, astounded is the word. Thanks for saving me there, Sasato-san. Sasato-san. And everyone seems so jolly and full of vigor. Yes, there's much excitement about the upcoming great exhibition we'll be hosting here in London. Great exhibition? Cultural and technological achievements from around the globe are to be exhibited here in our great city. It will be the greatest spectacle of its kind in history, and will make Paris's World Fair look like a toy shop. Gosh, I can hardly imagine how magnificent it's going to be. Great Britain's capital city is nothing but magnificent. London is the center of the modern world. Even if you say that yourself. The sun will never set on our great empire. Yeah, except for nowadays, when you're just... I'll hush my tongue. Perhaps it is the fate of these progressive times. We welcome visitors to the land of the rising sun, from the land of the rising sun. Lord Chief Justice, I think you were expecting a student of law for the study tour, weren't you? Absolutely. Mr. Kazuma Sogi, if my memory serves. That's right. The British government has already been telegraphed a full report on the situation. I understand the young man lost his life aboard the steamship bound for our shores. That's amazing. The news reached him before we even arrived. My country naturally extends its deepest condolences to yours. Oh, thank you. And you're honored this appointment specifically to inform me of the news. Yes. We are here in the capacity of envoys from Japan to report the sad news in person. They tell me you Japanese are a people of protocol and courtesy, and I see it's true. And it is with some regret that I must inform you.
that the death of the young lawyer means the studied tour arrangement can no longer proceed.
If you would just hear us out, Lord Strongheart.
What do you have to say, madam?
It's about the study tour. Mr. Naruhodo here would like to make a proposal.
Would he now? Well, Mr. Naruhodo, this is it then, the moment of truth. The thing is, Lord Justice, Lord Strongheart, I was wondering if perhaps you would consider allowing the study tour to go ahead. Don't misunderstand me. Britain would ideally like to see the tour go ahead. But without a lawyer from your country, there's nothing to be done.
Well, in that case, what if there was someone else? Another lawyer from Japan, I mean.
Is there something I don't know? Only a single lawyer was invited to Great Britain from your country. And if you want me to believe you're a lawyer, you need to show proof, like some kind of badge! And that was Mr. Asogi. At least, that's what I've been led to understand.
Well, the thing is, this really isn't gonna go well at all. I just can't seem to find the right words to say this to this man. Mr. Naruhodo, I could ruin things if I'm not careful. What am I gonna say? If there's something else here, someone else here in Japan who could be described as a lawyer, it's... Actually, there's no one.
It's me! Witness my badge, I'm a lawyer! It's me, I can do it. Is that so?
I mean, I don't actually have any qualifications as such, but...
No qualifications, you say? And yet you still claim to be a lawyer? You don't even have a badge! Everybody knows a lawyer has a badge, and I don't see yours anywhere.
I have acted as a lawyer in court before. Only once, as it happens. And I had Kazuma to help me, and I was the accused, but glossing over the details. I've been spending every spare moment of my journey here to Great Britain studying. I've learned all about British law and court proceedings while I was on the board of the SS Burdia.
A voyage from Japan is some 50 days, I believe. Not what you might call a full education. To become a qualified lawyer here in Britain, not only do you need a university degree in law, but you must complete several years of training.
I realize it's far too short of a period of time, but I can't just go back to Japan. Kazuma, Mr. Asogi's journey had only just begun. Coming here on the study tour is all he thought about. I have to carry on and do everything he planned to do. I know it must sound like I have an overly inflated opinion of myself, but I would do anything to prove that I have what it takes. Any test you care to set me. Just one chance. That's all I'm asking for. Please.
31 seconds. Sorry? Your opening statement there, Mr. Naruhodo. It was 31 seconds long. Not too brief. Not too protracted. A perfectly judged appeal, I would say. Which is a skill that would stand you in good stead as a lawyer.
Oh, thanks.
So, you're willing to put those words to trial, are you? Well, I'm all for entertainment, huh? But let me ask you one thing first, sir.
Yeah?
You say you intend to do everything Mr. Asogi planned to do. Are you firmly set on that path?
Well, yeah. That's my intention.
I see.
Am I imagining things? Or did his expression just alter a fraction here all of a sudden?
Very well. You have your wish. I give you a chance. A test to become a specially certified lawyer. Whether you pass or fail is entirely down to you.
Really? So, what form would the test take exactly?
Tell me, Mr. Naruhodo, what do you consider the role of a lawyer to be?
Well, defending people, of course.
Well said. So, let's have you defend someone.
Okay, it would be kind of fucking funny if it was actually like, what's your role as a lawyer? To get as much money!
Ah, yes, you're right.
Hey! Well, thanks for the sub, Professor Bro. Pretzel Bros.
Huh? Your timing is perfect, in fact. there's an apt trial about to begin later today.
Never give up. Oh, I gotta get my fishing boots on first, and then I need to get in some cold water, and then I can never give up. You need like exact settings to never give up. It's only that. Anyway,
No advocate has been appointed for the defense as of yet, so this will be welcome news.
today, straight away.
If you manage to secure a verdict of not guilty, you'll have passed my test. What could be simpler?
How do I get myself into these situations? Well, could I ask, what sort of trial is it, Lord Strongheart?
Yes, good question. As I remember, it's a murder trial, like all of them. There is literally no such thing as a trial that's not about murder, you fools.
A murder?
An extremely simple case, I understand. You really can't lose.
That's easy to say.
But I should mention, just in case, if the defendant is found guilty, he will of course be sentenced to capital punishment.
Capital punishment? He'll be put to death?
Here in Great Britain, murderers are sent to the gallows without exception. Presumably you've read that much in your short sea-based introduction to British law.
We can't possibly agree to do such a test. We would be toying with a man's life.
I am the Lord Chief Justice, and I've decided it is acceptable.
But you can't do that, can you? Alright, so is the twist he's the prosecutor? I think that would be fucking hilarious. He's the prosecutor, he's just fucking with us.
There's no need to overcomplicate this. All you have to do is ensure, aha, when I said it would be an easy case, I didn't mean for you! Aha, get fucked!
So the defendant may live or die, depending on how well I perform in court? If I lose, he'll be hanged.
Mr. Naruhodo, you've come to me claiming to be a lawyer. If you want me to take you seriously, you need to prove you're willing to do a lawyer's job. And you say you intended to go through the will of your compatriot, Mr. Asogi. I would like to understand just how far you're willing to go in order to make that happen.
He's testing my resolve.
What's the matter? You've fallen silent? I'm sorry, but time is pressing. The trial begins shortly. I need an answer from you now. What is it to be?
What do I say? Do I agree to this absurd test? Fuck yeah. Alright, and if I said no, I won't take it, I'll lose one of my precious little blobs that you know, that I'm allowed to succeed or fail on in the middle of a trial, and I'll lose it now, and then they'll have me restart the whole thing over. Maybe. Actually, that would be kind of funny. Every time you resist the plot in like the leading up statements, they fuck you over during the trial. They just remove one of your pips. I can't do it. I can't get the words out.
15 seconds. Your decision-making needs work if you want to be a lawyer. That was too slow. So, it's as I suspected, is it?
Sorry?
You have noble intentions, but lack the resolve to see them through. The test is cancelled. Thank you for stopping by. Aha, get fucked.
That was the real test!
Go and acquire your ticket and passage back for the East tomorrow. The conversation is over.
Yes, Lord Strongheart. Bitch, what the fuck you saying yes for? Thank you for offering me a chance. Mr. Naruhodo. I'm sorry, Miss Sasito, but what could I do? It's alright, I understand. Okay, are we about to be possessed by Kazuma's sword or what? You do? It's not an easy decision to choose whether to defend a man in these circumstances, but resolve has absolutely nothing to do with it.
What are you trying to say, madam?
I think what Miss Sasito means is that no matter how badly I'd like to be recognized as a lawyer to stay here in Great Britain, to risk another man's life by treating this one and only chance at a trial so trivially would be utterly unforgivable, and I feel exactly the same way. I'm sure the defendant won't see this trial as a test, as some kind of experiment. A lawyer may fight for his clients in court day after day, but for each one of those clients, the particular day they stand by the dock may be the only chance they have to fight to prove their innocence. No, I was wrong. I'm not qualified to do that job yet. I'm sorry if I'm wasting your precious time, Lord Chief Justice.
Wait, Mr. Naruhodo.
Oh, was there something else?
It's approximately 12 minutes by carriage to the Old Bailey from here. If you leave immediately, you should still be there in time.
But I just said that.
I was quite serious in what I told you. The defendant in this case has literally no one to advocate for them.
What?
At this point, he can't hope to find someone to represent him. The trial will begin without defense. And if that happens, there's only one possible outcome. He will receive the most severe sentence the judge can pass down.
But that's awful.
But that is the truth.
Why does it have to be like this?
Please don't expect an answer to every question. The cold hard truth of the matter is that there is only one person now with a chance to save this man from a very miserable end. And that is you.
It's time to defend Jack the Ripper. Actually, nah. If they actually caught him, they probably would have had a state lawyer on him. It's like, no, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
So, what do you say now, madam?
Me? What do you mean, Long Strongheart?
You said it wasn't an easy decision to choose whether to defend a man in these circumstances. And I agree. But in my estimation, it is purely and simply a matter of resolve.
Oh.
My time is up here. I have a meeting to attend. I must leave in 2 minutes and 16 seconds. So, venture into our great city and enjoy yourselves.
He's gone. Huh. The Old Bailey. If we're going to do this, Mr. Naruhodo, we must leave at once. Well, it's not letting me move, so I guess this is all we can do. Miss Sasado, can I ask you... Oh, why are you getting ready to throw me? Can I ask you something? Careful. From this position, I can perform a Sasado takedown in an instant. I know. Mr. Naruhodo, you heard Log Strongheart. The trial starts immediately. If I need to throw you, I will. You know, you could just say, I think we should hurry to the courtroom. If you need to ask me anything, it had better wait until at the Old Bailey. Okay, I could move right away. Sit out. Actually, could I investigated his office? 18th February, 9:45 a.m. The Old Bailey. Defendant's antechamber. Oh, thank goodness. We're in time. It's still 15 minutes until the trial begins. I never knew a horse-drawn carriage could go so fast. I thought my teeth were going to rattle loose. Did you hear what I said to the driver when we climbed aboard? Get us to our destination in 5 minutes, driver, and there's a guinea in it for you. It's one of my favorite lines from Herlock Sholmes stories, and it worked quite perfectly. I'm not sure why you're so pleased. I thought we were going to die, and we had to pay a gold for the privilege. Well, at least we arrived here before the trial started. Yeah, I suppose there's that. Anyway, I don't understand it. The court clerk said the defendant should be here, but there's no sign of him at all. So, this is the Old Bailey? Even this room for defendants to wait is grand. Are you alright, Mr. Naruhodo? I'm feeling tense, that's all. This place gives me the same sense of foreboding that I remember from the Supreme Court in Japan. An oppressive air, almost as if the building itself is going to crush whoever's about to be sentenced. Feels like only yesterday that I was the one about to be crushed. Yes, whoever the man you're supposed to defend is, I imagine he's feeling very alone at this moment.
Top of the morning to you, madam, sir. What are yous doing for me here? Things are fair desperate, aren't they?
Sorry?
Would you look at those expressionless?
Oh my god, was my fucking title about the accent like spot on? Oh my god, please. I hope this isn't I hope this is not the prosecution. Actually, no, even if it is the prosecution, I get to do a bad accent. Let's fucking go.
Would you look at those expressionless faces? On the east, are yous?
We're from Japan, yeah.
Ah, Japan, is it? Right, say no more. So, how much do yous need?
No, we're just here because...
No need to explain, fella. I've been here myself, so I have. No place to go, nothing to eat, barely a penny to your name, and all the while I'm in strange, faraway land.
Well, actually, we haven't found a place to stay yet, no. Actually, you are kind of right on that. It really is kind of like Oompa Loompa plus Willy Wonka all rolled into one.
His grand, his grand. Let me stop by giving yous 1,000 guineas. Say nothing now.
1,000 guineas? Please, Mr. Sato, you don't have to shout. But 1,000 guineas is enough to build an entire mansion in the most prestigious area of Tokyo.
What? 'Tis nothing to me at all. I like to ensure I have sufficient funds to weather a rainy day, you see. I've enough wealth to borrow the city of London 2 or 3 times over.
Could that much rain really fall in one day? Well, even so, we couldn't possibly accept such a large sum of money.
Ah,
That hit me in the eye!
don't get me wrong, fella. I'm not giving it to those strings attached. I've been wanting you to do something for me. Oh, to be honest, there's a little embarrassing. The trial's about to begin, you see. It's for me to good self here. I'll be on the dock. So now, what I want you to do is come along with me and stand there beside me. Officially. You'll be my lawyer, but that's just a little detail.
Now, the accent's going all over the fucking place. It's not him, it's me. I'm telling you that much. Don't worry, it'll eventually drift into something southern that you'll hear every once in a while. And you're like, wait, what the fuck? Why does his entire accent change? Oh, well, the thing is...
Don't worry about a thing. All you have to do is stand up there next to me, nothing more. Otherwise, you say, the trial's gonna start without me having any kind of representation at all.
So, it was true. The Lord Chief Justice just wasn't making it all up. I'm terribly sorry to have to ask, but does that mean you're the defendant in the trial?
Bluster and blazes, do yous? Do yous not know who I am? Me, one of London's biggest names?
No. Sorry. We only just arrived at the city, you see.
I say, I suppose it ain't altogether impossible. Well, I just next to Hyde Park there in the centre of London is another beautiful park.
Sorry, a park? What?
It's called McGill Park, full of blossoming flowers in the spring and singing birds and whatnot. I donated it to the city, so I did.
An entire park? In central London?
Yeah, I wanted to call it Central Park, but they told me that it was already taken, so I had to name it after myself. A city of smiles, that's my vision for London. There's nothing Magnus McGill wouldn't do for the city and its square old people. What? Wouldn't do for the city and its square old people.
Oh, he's calling them a squares. He's not talking about a square. Okay, that's what threw me off. That's amazing. I mean, you don't want me changing my accent now. That would be even worse. I mean, really extraordinary.
Oh, but now they're the goal to say I'm good for nothing criminal. Me, Magnus McGill. What in the matter of the London police, I ask you?
Alright, don't pass out. Mr. Naruhodo, perhaps now would be a good time to introduce ourselves while the gentleman catches his breath? Good idea. Mr. McGill, the thing is,
We're actually here in London to study British law. We're law students on a study tour from Japan, you see. Huh? So, if you don't have a lawyer for the trial yet, and you'd be happy to put yourself in our hands, we'll do our best. What was I after saying, you daft fidget? I've given you 1,000 guineas to stand up there next to me, haven't I?
Well, yeah, but I wasn't really offering to just stand up there next to you.
Oh, I think I see what's going on here.
Sorry?
I know what you're thinking. It's chance of a fella claims to have more money than the Queen. But if that's true, why the blazes can't he hire the finest lawyer in all of England? Because he did. That's the only explanation. Well,
Exactly? Yes, exactly.
what now?
Well, like you said, if you have all that money, but you don't have anyone to represent you in court, there's no other logical conclusion, then you're just guilty of the No! No, don't say that! You're just guilty. Game over.
Well, you call a spade in the East, so you do.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean any offense. I still can't express myself very well in English, you see. And I'm never sure what's quite acceptable and say what isn't so.
Is that so? Because you sounded fluent enough when you were telling me what a blackguard I must be.
I'm terribly sorry.
I can't say I blame you for thinking it, fella.
It is a little strange, to be honest. Why you don't have a lawyer, I mean.
Because they all fucking hate me. I'm such a pain in the ass to fucking deal with. They don't want to be around me at all. That will be the fault of the Reaper.
Sorry? Did he just say Reaper? Oh my god, was my Jack the Ripper fucking joke actually going to be like right on the nose? So I was on the nose with 2 jokes so far. Oh my god, please tell me I'm on the nose with 3 jokes. Please tell me the other dude is the prosecution.
Oi, a Grim Reaper of the Bailey, Lord Barnock Van Zeeks. He's the prosecutor.
Okay. Alright, No, I swear to God, I have never seen this. I swear to God, I'm just fucking around. Alright. The prosecutor is the Grim Reaper?
When Van Zeke stands for the prosecution, they call the accused as sacrificial lambs. And to this day, in every single trial in which he's been the prosecutor, the accused has been damned.
What?
So it's reached a desperate situation, where there's no one willing to stand defense against the fella at all. You could say he's a living legend of the Old Bailey.
Goodness, Lord Barock von Zeeks. He must be an exceptionally talented prosecutor then.
Talented isn't the word you're looking for, madam. It's cursed.
Cursed? On earth? Okay, so the problem is the voice I'm doing for him is the exact same I was doing for the bailiffs. So I need a new bailiff voice now. The defendant is summoned, and his counsel. Please make your way to the courtroom. The trial is about to begin. His counsel? That would be me.
Oh, just time? Well then, fella, don't let me down.
But I don't know anything about the case. You haven't even told me what happened.
Until you showed your face here. Oh, I made up my mind, so I had.
Sorry?
I decided I have to defend myself in there.
How would that have worked? I don't know. The same way it worked when we did it?
But then you made an appearance. A student of law, wouldn't you know? 'Tis no accident. I can assure you that. 'Tis fate. So don't get cold feet now, please.
I literally know nothing about the case or about this man who stands accused. In fact, the only thing I do know is that I can't turn my back on him. Mr. Naruhodo, the man has no one else. He'll have to stand alone in that courtroom, armed with nothing to defend himself. Yeah. Something that Cosmo would never have allowed to happen.
Counsel for the defense, what are you doing? If you're late for the start of the trial, you lose your right to stand. Unless you bring me a shrubbery.
I'll be right there. It's happening now. My first trial in British court. I hope you're watching over me, Cosmo. Because I have no idea how I'm going to manage this. Okay, I'm calling it we're going to be possessed by the sword. There's no way we're not going to be possessed by the sword and get Yu-Gi-Oh'd. Like they did in the original trilogy with Maya and Mia. Whichever one was the... I think Maya was the assistant and Mia was the older lady. Oh, yeah. Ooh, are they... Oh, yeah, because there's going to be jury now, so they're mixing up the, the system a bit. Instead of just random bullshit, I assume we now have to convince each of the jurors as well. Okay, that'd be pretty neat to add that to it. So, this is the highest court in Great Britain, the Old Bailey. Nah, it's fine, we got this. We know absolutely nothing about the case. We've never tried a thing here in the British system, but we're going to get it easy. Hands down. The only cooking that's going to be happening is us in there. The centuries of history in this place is palatable, isn't it? It's so different from the Supreme Court of Japan. It feels both imposing and serene at the same time. The atmosphere... Also, aren't we sitting on the wrong side of the... Aren't we sitting on the opposite side we normally would be sitting on? That's definitely going to throw us off. The atmosphere almost makes words redundant. Whatever the country, determining a person's guilt or innocence is always a solemn affair. May I say something, Mr. Naruhodo? Oh, yeah, what? Your eyes look ready to pop out of your head again. I know, I just can't help it. Oh, he's literally a vampire.
In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session. Oh, we are here today to determine the guilt or innocence of Mr. Manus McGill. I now call upon counsel of the prosecution and defense to declare their willingness to proceed.
The prosecution is fully prepared. That must be the Reaper of the Bailey. Yeah, once again they reached into the fishbowl and pulled out Job, and he got Dracula. Does he have the flow, though? Nah, he's got too much hair to have flow. Here he does look fully prepared to dispatch his next poor victim to the underworld.
Counsel for the defense, you appear to be Eastern. Do you speak English?
Huh? Oh, yeah, of course, sorry. But if he asked the defense was ready, and I couldn't be further from ready if I tried. Yeah, we got Santa, a vampire, and then us, just a student again. Honestly, they really need to have me reach into the fishbowl and pull out a theme as well. It just kind of doesn't feel right without it. Those eyes please me. Nimble knees. They shroud your fear, your doubt, your trepidation. They run wild, clinging to some phantom notion of courage. The quintessential look of a sacrificial lamb. A cold shiver just ran down my spine, all the way to the tips of my toes.
Oh, Mr. McGill.
Oh God, I have to slide into this. Oh, no.
Yes, my lord. You stand accused of murder, a capital offense. You could be sent to the gallows if found guilty. Or are you quite sure you wish to entrust your defense to this foreigner?
As I've always said, my lord, it is a grand thing to give opportunities to the young. Even if the fella's a student from some little island up from the Far East. It's not the British way to ignore the dangers to yourself and give the less fortunate... No, that is the exact opposite. Isn't it not the British way to enslave everyone else that ain't yourself? Or what to think that acts of chivalry do Great British Empire proud?
Listen to McGill. What a fine gentleman London has in him. Do you hear that? Donated 5,000 pounds to the government the other day. Mother, please let me go play in McGill Park.
It seems we've gone through everyone in the public gallery is firmly behind Mr. McGill. That's definitely welcome news, and he certainly has a way with words. I'm surprised he couldn't convince anyone to defend him. Oh, so the reason why my viewership ends up being low is, even though I've been doing this for like years and streaming for a long time, it's because streaming ends up being top heavy. So people tend to look for people who already have more notoriety and stuff, especially since I mostly stream on Twitch, and I've only just been able to dual stream to YouTube again. My dual streaming to YouTube has been on and off, so it's been mostly just posting videos to YouTube. And, you know, if you don't already have a lot of people watching, or you don't get pulled up in the algorithm, you're not really going to go anywhere. And I just post full stream cuts. I don't really do any editing. Haven't done any like targeted trying to make videos pop or make a channel pop and then connect it back to this. And Twitch itself is top heavy, so most people literally just go and look by who's the top streamers, and then they click on them. Now I have had people who have shown up specifically because I'm playing one game. There are some people who literally watch me play a game, they'll type in the game name, find a streamer playing it, watch them play that game, and once I'm done streaming it, they stop, and they never watch again. They literally are only there to watch me play one specific game. So it's just what you gotta deal with. I do this mostly for fun. I do this for fun, and my friends like to watch my streams, so I do it for that too. And also, I really do enjoy doing this, so.
Adequately put, Mr. McGill, and most laudable sentiments. Now, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I sure need to hardly remind you that you 6 members of the public have been selected for your impartiality. Are you ready to proceed?
All right, so we have your average capitalist. We have a random maid who looks more like it would be a Japanese maid. We've got. We've got British Gideon from Gravity Falls. I don't know. Pass on the 4th one. I don't have a good one for that one. We've got Horseshoe Lad. Oh, we got Mr. Monopoly, but he only plays the horseshoe piece. Also, he's got a flask in hand, so that's going to be fun. And then we've got the old lady. Once again, I don't have a joke for that one either. I passed on that one as well. Oh, fuck, here I go.
Yes, my lord. If the task is to send rotters to the gallows where they belong, I'm more than ready.
At the manor, his lordship always says we should dispose of rubbish promptly. Naturally, I agree.
Nah, any criminals here will soon be wishing they never set eyes on me.
I feel a chill.
Oh, don't mind me, my dears. I'll just be getting on with my knitting. Must finish these mitts for my grandson.
Just not giving a fuck.
Oh, these are some pretty fine mitts.
What is your sentence?
Oh,
What is your verdict, madam?
oh, these are quite fine mittens.
Mr. Naruhodo, these people are the jury. Yes, that's something we don't have in Japan yet. And you never will, honestly. That's right. I've only ever read about it. But here in the Great Britain, the court's final verdict depends on opinions of the 6 jurors. The judge passes sentence according to the law, but the jurors determine guilt based on common sense. So the defendant is ultimately judged from 2 completely different points of view. But how exactly do the jurors give their verdict? That I don't know. But I'm sure it will become clear as the trial progresses. Yeah.
Prosecutor Von Zieks.
My lord.
It's been a number of years since we've seen you here in the courtroom. I thought you would renounce your fame.
I am known as the Reaper of the Bailey, my lord. Infamy rather than fame, I would say. But yes, 5 years have passed since I last spread my wings in this capacity.
Oh, what brings you back? And I noticed the pun. Good job. There are some strange circumstances of which the court should be aware.
I leave that to your imagination, my lord. So the Reaper has been out of action for 5 years? Why did he have to choose today of all days to make a comeback? Don't lose heart, Mr. Naruhodo.
As you wish, sir. The court nevertheless welcomes your return. Now then, opening statements, I think. A summary of the case, if you please.
Certainly, my lord. As your lordship is aware, this is a case of overwhelming simplicity.
We must be the only ones here who aren't aware.
The incident took place in the late evening. 3 days passed. The hour was some minutes after 10. The victim was a maker of building bricks known in the community as Thrice Fried Mason.
Sorry? Thrice? He was a very accomplished craftsman. The bricks he fired was said to be the most indestructible.
The victim's corpse was discovered in an omnibus, a service on the streets of London at the time. A dagger that had been thrust into the victim's abdomen is believed to be the ultimate cause of death. There's the autopsy. I mean, come on, having messy hair is just a classic. That's just a classic of fucking anime. Like, show me an anime protagonist without messy hair, and I'll show you a not protagonist. There is an autopsy report from investigating medical officer at Scotland Yard.
Thank you, counsel. I shall accept that to the photographic evidence.
The autopsy report, is it updated yet? A report prepared by Scotland Yard coroner. It gives the cause of death as internal hemorrhage as a result of a single stab wound to the abdomen. The photograph of the crime scene has been entered into the court record. Then once further item of evidence. The prosecution wishes to submit these as fair.
And these are? Good lord! Is that blood, counsel?
Yes, my lord. Seized by a policeman who arrived at the scene. These gore-soaked gloves were taken from the hands of the accused when we arrived.
What? Mr. McGill's gloves had blood on them? Yes, I'll accept these as evidence as well.
The defendant's leather gloves have been entered into the court record. Leather gloves the defendant was wearing at the time of the incident. There's a blood stain on the right glove.
Aha, but he's left-handed.
Okay, I gotta look this up. Alright, you know what? I'm looking it up now. Let's see. Are you trying to tell me that's not messy? I see exactly 2 hairs poking out of the top. Instantly messy. Also not main character. See? Proven. 2 hairs poking out. Instantly counts as messy. Can't lie to me. Can't catch me. I'm quicker than that. I've got Google too, motherfucker. I'm back to the corner before we even started. Continuing. According to the driver in the omnibus, there were only 2 passengers traveling inside this vehicle at the time.
Only 2?
Obviously, one of the passengers was the deceased brickmaker, Mr. Mason. The other was the accused, Magnus McGill.
Huh? I'm not doing every voice each one. Very well. Rather damning circumstances, to say the least. Defendant, what say you?
Well, of course, I have no recollection of such a thing. Mr. McGill. To be sure, I rode the omnibus that evening, but whenever I'm in the carriage, I've taken with a fierce tiredness that I've always succumbed to it. Honestly, I know that feeling. I've ridden the back of the car so many times I just take a nap too. I used to do that on the bus to and back from school at the time. You just literally just slide back, knees up on the back of the chair in front of you and just fall asleep. Yeah, he's literally just toying with the knife in the back there. Whoop. 'Tis the motion of the carriage, my lord. Lilting so it is when I open my eyes again. 'Twas a desperate sight before me. The body of a man I've never lies on in my life.
Now I ask yous, what good-hearted soul wouldn't rush to help a fella bleeding from his stomach? I wasn't about to start worrying about my gloves now, was I? I reached out to give the man a hand. So, the blood got in the gloves then, after the man had been killed? Unfortunately, that statement of the drivers is only the beginning. What? That's not all of it? There were multiple witnesses to the precise moment at which the brickmaker was fatally stabbed. Just type. God, I wonder how many words per minute she can do. Order! When the killing took place, only the victim and the accused were inside the carriage. And there were witnesses to the crime. This is... If they're the only ones in the carriage who was witnessing it, were people looking into the windows? This is not just a case of compelling evidence. It is the nail in the coffin for the accused. Okay, so I can't wait to see the carriage and find out there's like a screen and curtains in front of it. And then we get to do the My Cousin Vinny defense. Also, nail in the coffin. You mean the stake in the coffin. Thank you, counsel. The circumstances of the crime have been made quite clear. I think we will hear testimony from these witnesses, first of all. Your wish is my command. Bailiff, bring the witnesses in at once. Alright, so judging from the last... Alright, if that guy's hat isn't staying on his head, he either has a baby in there or there's an animal in there. I don't know. They've already did baby in the first trial. So it might be an animal. Although they already did an animal in the first trial too. So what the hell does he have up there? Witnesses, your names and occupations. My name is, well, everyone calls me Beppo. I drive an omnibus from the Far East. Bruce Fairplay. I'm a banker in the city. My name's First. Lady First. Oh my god, he has the will of D. I, make hats for gents. Let's begin by confirming the facts. 3 days ago, a short time after 10 o'clock in the evening, all of you present in the stand were an omnibus and a witness to the aforementioned incident. Is that correct? Yes, sir. Quite right. Yes, sir, that's right, sir. Well then, let's proceed to your formal testimonies, please. Each of you will tell the court precisely what you saw. What the witnesses saw. It was the last bus of the evening, so I had a few customers. I remember it well. The victim and the man accused of killing him were sat next to each other inside the bus. Then out of the blue, the accused just reached over and plunged a knife right into his guts. That's right. He stabbed him. I screamed, I did. Couldn't help it. As soon as I heard the scream, I stopped my bus. And then I saw it too. Got ambiguous testimony, I must say. Exactly, my lord. These men witnessed the incident on the omnibus with their own eyes. I'd like to ask a question, if I may. Yes, counsel? Well, this testimony makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever. Why not? Well, the incident took place inside a moving carriage, didn't it? As has been clearly stated from the outset, yes. Well, in that case, how could those two witnesses possibly have seen what happened? There's no way they could have seen inside the moving carriage. Oh, Gwent. I read that civilization in the Eastern Island nations was a good century behind our own. But you're here in London yourself. Are you really so ignorant about the omnibuses? Huh? Tell me, my Nymphonese friend, have you been traveled in an omnibus? Well, no. We only arrived in London this morning. No matter. I've arranged for us to see for ourselves the actual scene of the crime.
That is. What do you mean? The actual scene? How? A carriage is designed to be moved after.
Oh my god, they're bringing it into the courtroom.
Designed to be moved after all. Presumably you understand that much. Yes. The omnibus in which the bloody crime took place is here today, in this very building, and it's going to take the stand.
Here, what? The entire carriage?
Bailiff, bring forth the stricken omnibus.
Okay, yeah, those windows definitely don't look see-through. So, that's an omnibus? The omnibus. I can't believe they bring something so enormous in here. Great Britain's courtrooms are amazing.
As you can see, the omnibus is pulled by 2 horses and can carry up to 8 passengers. 4 passengers seated inside the enclosed cabin, and another 4 on top deck above. Every Londoner knows that the best view of the city's architecture and sights are to be had at the top of the omnibus.